everybody, my name is Beth and I am the Steadfast Stitcher, and this is my end of year whip parade. Hey, I love whip parades. I am going to start with, this video will be projects that I worked on in 2024, whether they just came out for an acrostic puzzle, they got significant progress, or it was a new start. That's what I'll be focusing on in this video. Then in the following video, which will probably go up either Saturday or Sunday, will be my older whips. Hopefully my camera will hold all of 2024 and I can upload it as one video, and then the older whips as a second video, so it'll just be 2 parts. Crossing fingers. But so I put 2024 into alphabetical order, and let's get started. The first one is my 2017 band sampler from Fox and Rabbit. And I kind of had an epiphany on this because I was thinking of UFOing it or restarting it, not because of the pattern, but because of the colors that I had chosen. I started this several years ago and then put it to the side. And I brought it out for a little bit of 2024. But I was iffy on the colors. At the time I started it, I was living in Arizona, and I wanted to get kind of a Southwest vibe to it. So I was using, this was going to be my primary color, which is the DMC 69, which is different shades of terracotta, which I thought would be perfect for kind of a desert theme. But now that I'm living back on the East Coast, it didn't really fit in with my aesthetics. So it almost got UFO'd. This is where I'm at on it. And I did work on the bottom part of this and then kind of put it to the side, trying to figure out what I was going to do. This morning, I figured it was originally going to be mainly this colored, then 3371 and a spruce green as kind of accents, and now I've decided I'm going to kind of do a reverse on that. Is this terracotta blended will be more of an accent color, and then the dark brown and the spruce green will be the main colors on the band sampler. So I think this just got a new life thinking about it this morning. So I am looking forward to picking this back up again. I am doing WhipGo in 2025, but I do have a WhipGo video that I did separately, and I will link that at the end of this video. So that is the band sampler. Next up, this is one that got restarted in 2024 because I realized my fabric wasn't the right size. It had kind of an angular cut on it, and it wasn't working lengthwise. So this is Amid Amish Life. This is Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. You can find these on eBay, either in looking for the original magazines, which was 1989, I believe, or this pattern, the pamphlet. Or it's also in the book 101 Best Loved Cross Stitch and Country Crafts Designs, which I know you can find on eBay and occasionally on Amazon. Dealing with a new haircut. Sorry. So I know this is Fiber on a Whim, but I cannot remember the color name. And it is 18 count. I didn't get in very far, but it got restarted. And this is one that I am looking forward to putting more time in 2025. I have been watching Bridget, who's in our Facebook group, and Rachel Q Stitches. She's got a Flosstube channel, and she's back, yay. And she's been working on this, and I watched Blitz Stitch finish this as well, and it's just a gorgeous pattern. So I am hoping to get progress on this in 2025. It's not. I'm trying to think if it's on my WhipGo board or not. I think it is on my WhipGo board. so it will see some work. Now, next is one of my favorites. This is from Jan Hicks Creates, and it is Arabesque. This is a gorgeous Art Deco sampler. Let's see if we can get it without the glare here. But yeah, it's a beautiful pattern. I'm going to take it out so you can see it. There we go. No glare. And the call for on this is hand-dyed fibers, oh my gosh, 1145 or DMC 498. But I am using the color Nile Blue from Hand-Dyed Fibers, the Clayton, which is this one right here. Now this pattern has come out multiple times. I love stitching on it. Sometimes I do desire to be a monogamous stitcher on this one, but I am too easily distracted by squirrels and shiny new objects. But this is where I'm at with Arabesque. And like I said, that Nile Blue is just stunning, and I absolutely love working on it. So, oh, and this is 25 count white Lugana. And I'm stitching over one. All right. Next up, I started this on the first day of autumn with Angela Stitches with Cats. She stitches with cats on Instagram. And this is Autumn Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I'm picking up some glare. I'm sorry about that. This is a fun stitch. And I am doing this on, the call for is 25 count over 2. So I'm doing 25 count over 2 on a fabric called Autumn by Be Stitch Me. And oh my gosh, is it pretty. Oops, come here. So this is where I'm at so far. And like I said, I just love the colors in this fabric. It is beautiful. And it's a very fun stitch. So I'm hoping to get back to that in the near future. And I'm sorry for the zippers. I like putting things away right away. Otherwise, you know, I don't want anything ending up MIA or rolling under the sofa or having one of my cats chase it. And staying in line with autumn, we've got Autumn Sampler. This is from Crocette GoGo, and this is a terrific pattern. Yeah, I love this. I love the squirrels at the top, the house, the bear, the 2 beavers at the berry bowl at the bottom. It's adorable. It is such a cute pattern. Now, as long as I don't get limited by how much I can put in the description box below, I do plan on putting all the whips that I show here in the description box along with the designer. Now, so Autumn Sampler is on Fiber on a Whim, Brown Sugar, 18 count. And this is where I'm at so far on this. So I've got one of the little squirrels done, the little tree with the crows on it, and started on the roof, and some border work done. This is a really pretty fabric as well. I don't know if you can, if it's picking up the colors, but it's got a little bit of browns in it, a little bit of greens. It's really nice. My needle minder is sticking to my table. I do not normally have a table in my middle of my living room, but I thought this would work well for doing the whip parade. So I have one of my fold-up tables on here, and the needle minders seem to like sticking to the edges. All right, so after Autumn Sampler, this is one that I started with Daydream Stitcher Mary and several other people, and this is Be Kind. So we did it as Be Kind Easter Sal. This is And Be Kind to One Another by Needlework Press. That's this one right here, and it is very pretty. I love the little houses, and then the And Be Kind to One Another is right here in the center. This is one of 3 designs that Needlework Press did in a series. The first one was Be Exceedingly Diligent, and the third one was Be a Friend, which I have not started yet, but I have, this is the Be a Friend. Also very pretty. So I started this at Easter, not this year, but the previous year, I believe, with Daydream Stitcher Mary. And I'm using all the called for colors. This is Dust Bunnies, and I believe this is 18 or 20 count. She usually writes it on here. I believe it's 20 count. And Be Kind to One Another. And this is where I'm at with that one. Pretty sampler, and this is narrow. This is as far over as it goes. So it's not very wide. It is long. But let's see if I can get you the size on this one. And Be Kind to One Another is, let's see, 95 wide by 380 high. So really pretty. That's this one. I am having so much fun with all my whips, but 2025, I do want to knock some more out. This previous year, I knocked off a number of the small ones and got those finished, but I have a lot of BAPs. I really love my big projects, so this year, I'm hoping I can knock some BAPs out. Oops, my stack's gonna fall over here. Don't do that. This one, I didn't plan on starting it. I definitely got a case of startitis towards the end of this year. And I've been watching Laura Stitching by the Shore working on this for a long time and really loved it. So when I got in a new Silks for You, my first time ordering from them, I decided I was going to do this pattern using the Silks for You. This is Black Vintage Sampler by Owl Forest Embroidery. And wow, it's got so much to it. This works for a lot of my acrostics too. So acrostic puzzles that I do with cross stitch. We do have an acrostic in my Crafts and Books group every month. And I sometimes join in on other ones as well. But the Silks for You fabric floss is PR 152. And I am doing this on 20 count Tinsmith by Dying for Cross Stitch. And this is where I'm at so far. So I just started this month. And oh my gosh, look at the colors. Oh, I love this floss. It is beautiful. I'm saying, first time I've ordered from Silks for You, and definitely will not be my last. Yeah, very, very pretty. Ooh. Yeah, that had to start it as soon as I got that floss in, because it's just like, oh my god. I was in love. Now this one got a little bit of progress in the beginning of 2024, but hasn't been picked up since. So it does need to be, because I do like this one. And I apologize, I've gotten commented before on my YouTube comments that I do say a lot, and I apologize. I just can't seem to break myself of the habit. But this is Owl Forest Embroidery, and this is Bluebirds of Happiness. And I am using the Owl Forest threads for this one. And just, yeah. I really love the colors in this. Like I said, it has not gotten much progress, and I would like to see more. This is on 25 count Lugana, Pearl Lugana from Zweigart. And see, that's all I've gotten so far. I've got one bird and a little bit of the border at the top. And it definitely needs more time. But it is, the colors in this are really pretty. I do love the Owl Forest threads. So if I want to start new Owl Forest, I tend to really like their floss. So I will get a few thread packs at the same time, because it's the same shipping cost as just getting one thread pack. So shipping from Owl Forest threads is not cheap. So you're better off getting multiple at one time if you can. Now this one. Oh, this is so cool. I started this on December 12th for Stitchy Sally's birthday. She's a Flosstuber, and she's awesome. And she and I were born 2 days apart, so she started my birthday sal, and I started hers. And hers is from Flossabilities, and it's Cabin in the Woods. And oh my gosh, that is just gorgeous. And I'm enjoying seeing it on Instagram as well. So her hashtag is Cozy Cabin Birthday Sal. And I saw that, oh, I'm sorry, there we go. So Me Sarah. She is also starting a sal with this one. I believe it starts in January. I'm not positive. But she's also stitching this with another sal name. And so, yeah, the more the merrier. I am doing this on 20 count Ada Dirty Chalkboard from Be Stitch Me. And this is my start on it. I don't know if you can see the border running across here. There's a lighter color that also runs with that, but I got the darker one in first, and then got to the first compass point, the north, with the moon. And, oh, this is a needle minder I got from Criminally Creative. She's also a Flosstuber, and we both love going to the Barefoot Needle Art Retreat, so that's where I'm at with this one. Very pretty pattern. I'm really looking forward to stitching more on this one. This is on my WipGo board for 2025. Oops, I'm going to have an avalanche. Okay. This next one has not seen much progress, but I do like it. It's just not, I don't gravitate towards it, if you know what I mean. It's not like, ooh, I got to stitch more on this. I do like it because it's really cute. It's Cat Lessons for People by Lizzie Kate. And it says, Cat Lessons for People, be persnickety, play with your food, appreciate wildlife, nap every day, don't bite when a hiss will do, practice patience, listen before speaking, when you make a mess, bury it, sit very close to those you love. So, like I said, it's really super cute. I have 2 cats that I absolutely adore. But this is where I'm at with it, and I am stitching it on Friday Night Fight Night fabric, unnamed, from Be Stitch Me, on 20 count. And like I said, have not gotten very far. That's it. Oops. There may be multiple avalanches during my whip parade. Yeah, it is a pretty pattern. I don't know why it hasn't gotten stitched more. It's not huge. It is only 162 by 107, so it's not a huge, not one of my BAPs. So it should see more progress. All right, after cat lessons for people come... Uh-oh. Oh, here, just got a little out of order. Come to the Garden by Teresa Kogut. Very shiny cover, but it is a beautiful pattern. Pages 3 Stitches is also working on this one and doing like a night garden theme. So she's doing a color conversion. I'm being boring and using all the call for colors, but I really like them. So Come to the Garden. I am doing this on 25 count over 1, lightly salted, not roasted, by Be Stitch Me. And that's where I'm at with this one. Matter of fact, I need to catch up with Kelly. I think I'm a little behind on her videos. There are so many videos going out right now in December. I love it. It's a little hard to keep up, but I am enjoying every one. I've been watching several whip parades. Animal Instincts, Cross Stitch the Globe, Jen the Caffeinated Crafter. She has a 4-part whip parade, so I haven't made it through all 4 parts yet, but I've started watching it. And Colette the Highway Stitcher. So, I'm loving the whip parades and the vlogs. The Flossmas vlogs, like from the Runner Stitcher and Stick Strings and other things. Yeah, there's just so much out there to watch right now. It's amazing. All right. This one is from the new book, Cross Stitch in the Forest by Max Pigeon from Pigeon Coop Designs. And I am doing the one on the cover, which is Sequoia Falls. Although it does extend a bit out, with this being in a hoop, it's actually a bit larger than what it shows in the hoop there. Yeah, it's showing the hoop. Here's a bigger picture. And it's gorgeous. I love the colors in this. I think this is a fun stitch. There's back stitching on it. I like how they use negative space. So I do have some work done on it, but I'm still a ways to go yet. So this is where I'm at. Now this is where it ends in the hoop with this tree right here, but there's actually more greenery over on the side that you don't see when it's in the hoop. So it was kind of neat. Again, he's got a great use of negative space. I'm really enjoying his designs. I think I will be doing more out of this book once I get Sequoia Falls done. But I'm just doing this on 18 count Fiddler's Ada, which is a great neutral go-to fabric. That one's not on my Whip Go board, but I am planning more progress on it or finish. Now, unfortunately, this one I do not, I think the book is still packed from moving over the summer. This got a little bit of work earlier in the year before I moved. But, so I'm sorry I don't have the full pattern to show you. But this is from the book from Emma Congdon, Cross Stitch for the Earth. And I am doing the one called The Earth Has Music for those who will listen. And so I'm sorry I don't have the whole pattern to show you, but this is where I'm at. I'm also doing this one on 18 count Fiddler's Ada. I really like how she does her fonts with the 2 different colors. And it's such a pretty pattern. I am going, as soon as I find that book, this is going to get some more work on it. I have all of her books. Cross Stitch for the Earth, Cross Stitch for the Soul, Cross Stitch for the Heart, and the cat one. I can't think of the title right now, but I really like her designs. Quick water break. Haven't done this much talking all week. All right, so next is Dorney Lane. This is Dorney Lane. This was my birthday start last year and has not seen a lot of progress. Easily distracted. Oh, I need to stop that. I'm hopeless in that respect. I am easily influenced by squirrels. So this is Dorney Lane by Rosewood Manor. This was a birthday start. And I am using Vicki Clayton hand-dyed fibers, silks. She did a silk pack for me. And so, yeah, I've got all the silks in here. Just beautiful colors. I don't know if it comes out, but yeah, it's got gorgeous colors. Yeah, so I did the color conversion for that. And I am doing this on 25 count Potato Lugana over 1. And this is where I'm at on that one. This is on my Whip Go board for 2025. So I'm hoping to see a good deal more progress in this. But this is pretty heavy stitching with the reds and the use of negative space in here. But it is gorgeous. I did see someone that was doing a color conversion where instead of the reds here, it was in blues. And it was so pretty. And this is in a bag that I got from Patchwork Crossing. Figured all the red was perfect for this, so I love the quilt barns. Alright, next after Dorney Lane comes Dreaming of Iris. This is also by Rosewood Manor. I had started this a few years ago and then it just sat. And it's come back out again to get more progress. So, Dreaming of Iris by Rosewood Manor. Oh, silly glare. But gorgeous, gorgeous colors in this one. I'm doing this on 18 count Ada. And this is where I'm at. I hadn't pulled this out this year and I had just done like part of this iris and put it away. So since then I've added the rest of this one and then the 2 up here and started another one down here. This is a fun stitch and I'm having trouble talking today. Such pretty colors. So what other whip parades are you watching? I'd love to get ideas and I love watching whip parades. So if you have some whip parades that you've watched so far, let me know in the comments below. I would love to check them out. All right, the next bin we have, this is one that I started in October, and it just got a very tiny start on it. I'm actually thinking of not UFOing this one, but putting it away until I finish another pumpkin one. Laura, Stitching by the Shore, does a pumpkin birthday sal every year for her birthday. And I'm still working on the one from 2023. It's Pumpkin Colored Autumn, which I'll be showing later. But Dawn and I, who's Enchanting Stitching on Flosstube, we started from Just Cross Stitch magazine, the Halloween issue, 2011. We started Elegant Pumpkins. And like I said, I just have a very tiny start on this. And this is Elegant Pumpkins. I think it's gorgeous. I just think I need to put this away until I finish the first one that I started. I am doing this on Bestitch Me 18 count. This is Through the Stones. And like I said, it is, which way's up? This way's up. Like I said, that's all I've got. So I do think I'm going to put this away until I finish Pumpkin Colored Autumn, which was my 2023 birthday start for Laura. But I do plan on coming back to this one once I get my first one finished. All right, after Elegant Pumpkins, my group had a Sunday Carolyn Manning start get together on Zoom, and I decided to start Farmer's Market from the Shooting Stars collection by Carolyn Manning. And I apologize, my printer was a little wonky in printing this, so the colors aren't really true. But it gives you an idea of the pattern. It is full coverage. I mean, it's going to be gorgeous. I am using, I believe this is 28 count. Over 1, and this is my start on it so far. So I started this with my Crafts and Books group. A number of them started the pattern Abruptly. I believe Rebecca has been doing the Shooting Stars, the whole collection. She's just flying through them, and they're gorgeous, so it really inspired me, and I love the autumn colors in Farmer's Market. So I picked that one, and I do plan on getting more progress on that in the coming year. Now in May I did Stitch Mania, and as a change of pace I did a sampler Stitch Mania, and I had a few new sampler starts, and I focused on all the samplers that I currently have. So for this one, oh nuts. One moment, stuck zipper. Didn't need that. Okay, so stuck zipper problem resolved. I got this at Hobby House. I'm probably one of the last people to start it, but I just love it. I've been watching people do this one. Florence Mary Dickinson by Hands Across the Sea. And it's just a gorgeous pattern. I love the colors in this. It's so vibrant. And I was talking with one of the owners of the shop, and I decided to give 46 count a try for the very first time. And I do need all kinds of lighting to see it and everything, but I love how this looks. So this is Lollybrock. It's a fabric, and I'm doing it on 46 count over 2. And this is where I'm at so far. Oh. Had an alarm go off. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is gorgeous. So this will probably be the one and only time that I go as high as 46 count. But I love how this looks. And I don't plan on finishing it in 2025. I doubt it, but it is on my WipGo board. Beautiful pattern. All right, after Florence Mary Dickinson, we have Prairie Schooler. And this is the Garden Sampler. Now there's 3 on this pamphlet. I do plan on doing 2 of them. But right now I'm working on the one on the far right that has a little gardener's house up here. And it's just very pretty. It says, "Into your garden you can walk, and with each plant and flower talk." It's got a garden gate and the alphabet down below. Very nice pattern. I feel like Prairie Schooler is sometimes overlooked, and it shouldn't be. I mean, we all know Prairie Schooler Santas, but they really have some beautiful other patterns too. I am using a 20 count Dusty Cottage from Bestitch Me. And this is where I'm at with that. I said really pretty colors. I do like it on this fabric too. And it's an enjoyable stitch. Can't think right now if this is on my WipGo board or not, or I think it might be Prairie Schooler Village Sampler that might be on my WipGo board. All right, after that we have, this is another sampler that I'm working on. I saw Daydream Stitcher Mary working on it, and I really liked it. And Becky in our group finished this. It is Gentle Needle for Monticello Stitches. And I really like the colors on it. And it says, "A gentle needle soothes the restless heart." Very pretty. I am doing this on 18 count Dust Bunnies from Dying for Cross Stitch. And this is where I'm at with this one so far. Really pretty design. Enjoying this quite a bit. And I do plan on working on it in 2025 as well. All right. This one is from Modern Folk. And I really wish, because I finally caught up with the Runner Stitcher on all his Flossmasses vlogs. And he is doing the Modern Folk Embroidery Advent, and I'm kind of wishing I had got in on that. But next year, there's always next year. Ooh. So this is Modern Folk Embroidery, and it's called Home Sweet Home. And it's a really pretty monochromatic pattern. That this one is done all in red. And I really like this one. I am doing this on 25 count potato Lugano again. Surprise, surprise. And I am using a variegated floss from DMC that's called Canadian Nights, and it's 4522. And I don't know. Oh, it looks like the colors are coming out pretty well here. but it's really a pretty floss. As you can see, Potato Lugana is like one of my go-to fabrics. 25 count over 1. I love tiny stitches. But so this is where I'm at so far. And I don't know if the colors are coming out in this, but it is really pretty. The variegation on this is so nice. I'm enjoying this one a lot. And I do hope to get back to this in the not too distant future. Again, that's Home Sweet Home from Modern Folk Embroidery. Next one is one I know that's on my Whipco board, and I would really love to finish it. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to go a little out of order now that I've brought it up. This is Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. And this is in a bag that I got from Daydream Stitcher. It's so pretty. Yeah, this is Huckleberry Farm. One of the ladies in our group quite some time ago did a complete colored conversion on this, and it was so beautiful. Sandra, she lives in Canada, and it was just gorgeous. But yeah, so this is Huckleberry Farm from the Blue Flower. I am doing this on 18 count Sprite from Picture This Plus. And let's see. This is where I'm at on it so far. So pretty. I love all the bears in this one. It's just adorable. And even the border, I think, is gorgeous. With all the huckleberries and just really pretty colors. I never thought I would like a yellow house, but I'm loving this one. And I think, yes, this one I believe I said is on my Whipco board for 2025. I just went a little bit out of order on that one, because actually this one would have been next. This is Homewards by Rosewood Manor. This did get some work on it in 2024. Not a lot, but it did get some progress, and I do like this pattern. So it's a crossword puzzle with all different home words. So like fun, friends, welcome, peace, calm, love. This one came with a sulky thread pack. So like all different colors. And those little emblems where the word, where it's not letters, have like multiple color changes in each box. So it is time consuming, but it really turns out beautiful. And I am doing this on a 18 count opalescent. And this is where I'm at so far. Oop, let me fold that over. I said it's really pretty. Just those little emblems are time consuming, and there are a lot of them in this pattern. So this will not be done anytime soon, but I am enjoying it. So Homewards by Rosewood Manor. And next up, this is from Plum Street Samplers, and this lives in a bag from Patchwork Crossing. And they are on Etsy. This is Live on Little from Plum Street Samplers. And yeah, so pretty. Huge, but so pretty. This is 307 by 207. And I am doing this on 25 count over 1. This is on Bestitch Me Scroll. Oops, come here. And that's what I have done on this one so far. So this did get some progress in 2024, and it is on my WhipGo board for 2025. So Live on Little by Plum Street Samplers. Next, this was one of my starts for Sampler Stitch Mania. This is Louisa Marsh, 1834 from Red Barn Samplers. Pretty colors in this one. I don't have a lot done on this yet. And out of my samplers, this is probably one of my lowest priority ones. But I do like it. It's just, as far as what I have for samplers, this is probably at the close to the bottom of my list of when I'm picking what one I want to work on. So that's all I've got on this one so far. Oh, and I am doing this on 18 count ballet slipper from Fox and Rabbit, which is a really pretty fabric. It's just beigey with a little bit of an undertone of pink to it. It's very pretty. All right. Chloe's having a fit. She's wondering like what I am doing right now and why I'm not sitting on the sofa stitching with her. All right, next we have Louise Chapuis, 1844 from Jan Hicks Creates. And this cover page got bent up a little bit. But the printout doesn't quite do it justice because it's much more vibrant than what you see on the picture. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is definitely on my WhipGo board for 2025. I do want to get a good deal more progress. I'm using 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. And like I said, it is a lot more vibrant than it looks in the picture. That's where I'm at so far. So I haven't gotten a lot done on it yet, but look at those colors. They're wonderful. I am enjoying this one. And I'm looking forward to getting a lot more progress on this in the coming year. This and Florence Mary Dickinson, Be Kind, and there's another one, I can't think of the name, are probably at the top of my list when I'm in the mood to work on a sampler. So with all the vibrant colors, it needed a vibrant bag. This is also from Patchwork Crossing. I thought it just went perfectly with that design. All right, next. Oh, they're all falling over on me. This is Love Nature, and this is from what was formerly Happy Mood Point, but is now, oh, and I don't have a picture, trapped. Was Happy Mood Point, it is now Daily Pattern Post. But this is a Love Nature Quaker. I am doing this on 20 count blush from Bestitch Me, and I am using a variegated DMC. And I apologize, I don't have a picture. But that's where I'm at right now, and it is a very pretty pattern, and I really like this floss too that I picked. This is DMC 4025. As you can see, it's got the different shades of blue and like aqua, and just very pretty. Oop, golly. All right. Next up is Magellanic Cloud, which is Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm doing this on 18 count easy grid. And this is what it's going to look like when it's finished, hopefully. Now the only thing with this one is that I kind of wish I hadn't started this on 18 count, but I did. And I really do prefer the smaller counts, like the 25, 28 for full coverage. Alright, so this is where I'm at with Small Magellanic Cloud. This is actually the mini version. And the colors are fantastic. I was originally doing this as a gift. It doesn't look like the person I was gifting this to is very much into NASA anymore. NASA images, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with it, but I do really like it. All right, next up is from the Hands Across the Sea box. I believe it was her first one. Letters from Europe. The red box, Letters from Europe. And so I did get that box, and I love the little samplers in there. This one is Matilda. So it's just two colors, red and blue. All letters, and I think it's really pretty. I am using the DMC conversion, which is 924 and 22. This is on Mystic Fabrics Time Worn, and this is 36 count, and I'm doing this over 2 on 36 count. So that's what I've got for this one so far. I really do like it. Matilda, again, is another one that's kind of low on my list when I go to grab samplers, but I do like it. It is a pretty pattern. Now, this was my birthday start. This is, I'm probably butchering the name, but Serenita di Campagna, and I believe it's Melody of Autumn 2. I started this on my birthday for Stitch Animals birthday sale. And I just love the little squirrel sitting on top of the mushroom, and the other one here is sitting on top of a little pumpkin. It's adorable. It really is. But this just got a little start. And this is on 36 count Rainy Day from Rogue Fabrics. Oops. Which way do you go here? Yeah. So that's all I thought. I am starting on the squirrel in the middle that is sitting on top of the mushroom. And that's the edge of his tail right there. So I do have quite a ways to go on this one, but it is a fun stitch. I got turned on to their company from Angela, again, Stitching with Cats, and I've gotten a few of their patterns that I plan on doing. They have a fox one I really like, and there's some miniatures that are just adorable. Hi, Chloe. Oh, this one. Oh, gosh. Okay. I am trying to get this one finished by the end of the month. I did this as a Jingle Ball class. My mistake was in signing up for 2 Jingle Ball classes with working full-time. I just did not have time to get everything stitched and ready before the classes. So I'm trying to get this one finished before the video goes away. And that's only a few weeks away. But this is from the Jingle Ball class. It's the Heartstring Samplery, and it's Midwinter Morn. And it's finished off in a tart that's made of paper that you can hang on the wall. And it's just a beautiful design. I'm just really pushing and struggling to get it done, because some days it's just like, I don't want to stitch on this today. I want to stitch on something else. But this is where I'm at with it so far. I'm getting there. I don't have a terrible amount left to do. Like I said, I just want to finish this before the end of the month so I can go watch the video again. She did email out instructions as well, so I can always use that. I've also been jumping around with the idea of finishing this in a hoop instead of the painting in the paper tart. But I have not made a final decision on that as yet. I still think this would look equally as good in a hoop finish. Oh, and this is 32 count. Not sure what, the fabric didn't come named, so I'm not sure which one it is, but it is pretty. Nice neutral. All right, after Midwinter Morn, we have Mighty Acorn from Blackbird Designs. And this book, unfortunately, is kind of falling apart. But, so, this is the design here. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I really enjoy working on this one. Hold on one second. Sorry, I forgot to bring this one over because I have it on my lap stand. Not lap stand. Floor stand. This is where I'm at with Mighty Acorn. Gorgeous pattern. I love all the colors and the variegated threads in this. And I am doing this on Under the Sea Fabrics Properly Primitive, and it is 18 count. Beautiful piece. I keep shaking my camera. Ooh. So that's where I'm at with this one. It's beautiful fabric, and I love this pattern. All right, next up, I started this with Susan Criminally Creative and Julie and who else? Peggy, I believe. Nature's Piece. My Carriage House samplings. And I am just have a little bit of this done, but I'm doing this on Garden Party from Be Stitch Me, and it is 20 count. And so yeah, I just have the elk done in the middle, and I've started a couple of little birch trees. The fabric is really neat. I love all the colors in it. I do plan on getting back to this one. I just don't have, I don't think this one is on my Wipco board, but I do plan on working on it again. It's not going to get UFO'd or anything like that. Next one we have, this is one I started a long time ago, got put away, taken back out again, put away, taken back out. And it is on my Wipco board for 2025, and I would love to finish it. This is Nevermore by Lila's Studio. And yeah, it's a great pattern. I am doing this on 28 count over 1 on a fabric I dyed myself. And with all the 4 colors. So this is Nevermore, and this is where I'm at on it. This one calls for a silk thread gatherers, I believe, and it's called Slugbug. And it's really pretty, but I don't think the variegation is showing up on here very well. Yes, Chloe, I know. I'm inconveniencing you. I'm not sitting in my usual spot where she can come up and cuddle with me and go to sleep. This one is the new normal. Oh, nope, that's wrong. That got out of order. Reading Riley Harbor. Where am I? Pilgrim Long. Okay, time for the next bin. Hold on. It was time to pull another bin from back there. So the next one is the new normal. And this is by Long Dog Samplers. This one came out after pandemic, with like everybody living in their own little bubbles. I am using DMC 3371, which is a really dark brown, and a sulky variegated called Forest Floor, and it's 4051. Looks like that's coming out well on camera. Super pretty floss. I like it a lot. I am doing this on 18, no, sorry, this one is 20 count Ada, and it's just a plain white. So this is where I'm at with the new normal so far. When I pulled it out, I had just done a little bit of the elephant, so I added border and I started one of the circles. So it didn't get a lot of progress this year, but it did make an appearance. And I limited myself in 2025 on my WipGo board anyways to only putting one long dog on there. And that one is the next one that I have to show you. It doesn't mean that none of my other long dogs will come out in 2025. But this one is definitely going to be more of a focus. This is Pilgrim by Long Dog Samplers. Stitchy Sally is also working on this, and it is beautiful, and she's much further along than I am. Amy Loves Toads has already finished it, and she just had gorgeous color on hers. So yes, this is Pilgrim by Long Dog Samplers. I am doing this on 18 count Ada with DMC 4245, which is Mystical Midnight. Now this color they've taken out of the big box stores. You can't really find it at Joann's or Michael's or anything anymore, but you can still get it on 123 Stitch. Thank goodness. Now I'm using that for most of the design except for the Raven, which is all black, and then he's getting kind of a purple etoile halo. So this is where I'm at with Pilgrim. Yeah, oh, I love this design. So this will be my Long Dog focus piece of the year. So it's on my WipGo board. And then it'll get stitched also on the 29th of every month for Long Dog Leap Day Sal. Really pretty. Now my only concern with this one, I have brought this up before, is that there is a small hole in the fabric. I had a, it wasn't a real Q-snap, it was like one of the lesser expensive ones, and apparently had a little sharp edge on it, and put a little hole in my fabric. So I followed some suggestions I had gotten on Facebook about taking an edge thread and weaving it through, which I've done. And then Knitting Not Stitches also recommended putting a little bit of frayed check in there when I put the threads around it, when I stitch around it, to make sure that it stays stable. So I will probably do that as well. But I definitely would like to get more done on that in this coming year. So next up, I have been working on a variety of Prairie Schooler Santas. I've got a few finished. I am currently working on this one, which is Peace on Earth. It is the 2019. Prairie Schooler Santa. And this is where I'm at with him so far. And I am using, this one I'm using the called for, which is 18 count Putty Khaki Davos. I think the next Santa that I do will be on a different fabric. Just for something different to change things up a bit. Oh, I think I have a finished one in here that I haven't FFO'd yet. Hold on. Yeah, I've got one in here that I haven't FFO'd yet. This is And to All a Good Night. So that was finished in 2023, I believe. But I still haven't fully finished this one. But I have a number of the Prairie Schooler Santa patterns in here. And I really enjoy doing them. And they're very relaxing. I'm watching the time on my camera to make sure it doesn't start flashing at me that I'm running out of space. Alright, so we're up to P. We got Pilgrim, Prairie Schooler, and now Provence Sampler from Butternut Road. That's Marilyn Levitt emblem. And I did see her original stitch piece at the Golden Needle in Rochester, New York. I am doing this on 25 count Potato Lugana over 1, and I'm using a floss called DMC Paris, which I felt really well with Provence Sampler. And this is where I'm at with that. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. This is on my WipGo board. It's high on my list of samplers that I like to work on. So I would love to get a great amount of progress on that in the coming year. Now earlier I mentioned Elegant Pumpkins and putting that aside till I finish my pumpkin piece that I started in 2023 for Laura Stitching by the Shore's birthday. And that is this one. This is, am I holding it right side up this time? Previous video I'd held it upside down, but this is Pumpkin Colored Autumn from Owl Forest Embroidery. I am using the Owl Forest threads. And this is on 20 count Winter Wonderland Medium from Dying for Cross Stitch. And that's where I'm at with it. So much fun to stitch. I just love the colors. So this was Laura's Pumpkin Birthday Sal piece for 2023. And I'm really hoping to get a finish this. I would love to have this finished before spring of 2025, but we shall see. Again, I am enjoying working on it. It's a lot of fun. Alright. Next up is another one of my long dogs that got some love this year, even though it's only a little bit. Ooh, pattern cover got all bent up. This is Quinto Acuto, the Pointed Fifth. Long Dog Samplers. This is a big one. It's 353 by 352. It reminds me quite a bit of the newer pattern Saga, but this is slightly smaller than Saga. I am mainly using blues on this one. And this is where I'm at on here. So there's a little piggy up here, and I decided to make him a peppermint pig. But for the most part, I'm going to be using those two different shades of blue. And then I had a little brown rabbit. So there's going to be little different colors interspersed throughout the pattern. But the main ones will be these two shades of blue that I really like. So I need to go finish that peppermint pig. It's so adorable. And next we're up to Q. All right, so first we've got two patterns that start with Quaker, and both by the same company. This is Quaker Christmas 2 by Bygone Stitches. I really like this one, but the cover photo does not do it any justice. I don't know what was going on here, but it is not a great picture. I am doing this on 20 count Rustico Ada, and I'm using DMC, I believe it's DMC 15, which is the variegated red, and I'm also using DMC 890 and silver etoile. So I can see the angel fine in person, but it doesn't look like it's showing up well on camera, and that is in the silver etoile. And then, yeah, this red variegated from DMC is just gorgeous. And I'm stitching most of the Christmas carols that are on the pattern. I am using the 890 green to stitch those. Next up is Quaker Virtues by Bygone Stitches. And this is this one here. So it has all the, like, the different virtues, like community, integrity, simplicity, equality. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's very busy, very full and large project. And I am using mostly all of DMC 4505, which is Heather's. It's like this green and lavender. Very pretty. This is on 25 count Lugana. Guess what color? Potato. And that's all I've got so far. This one is on my Whipco board for 2025. So I'm hoping to see a good deal more progress on this project. This one lives in another beautiful bag. This is one of my favorites from Patchwork Crossing. Next up is a full coverage. And that is Red Fox. And it is from Stitches So Beautiful. That's this one right here. I'm doing this on 28 count. Oh, there it is. I had it all folded in. It's going to be quite large. This is where I'm at the moment. Now, so we didn't quite make it through 2024 for all of my progress. So this is going to have to finish off on part 2. And I will have that up either later today or tomorrow. We'll finish up with 2024 and then a separate video for 20 older whips. So thank you for joining me for part 1. But yeah, my camera just flashed. I'm reaching maximum capacity. So I will have to continue this on another video. Thanks everybody, and I will see you shortly.